Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Wrestling Hub. My name is Conman167, and this is the review for Friday Night SmackDown, May 28th, 2021. We kick off the show with the Universal Champion Roman Reigns and Jimmy and Jey Uso backstage. Roman Reigns is asking them what the game plan is for their tag team match against the Street Profits. Jimmy Uso speaks up and he says the game plan is to win. The game plan is to fight for the family. Roman Reigns nods in approval and he says, all right, sounds good. Jimmy Uso leaves the room, but Jey Uso is held back. And Roman Reigns, as he's been doing in recent weeks, getting in the head, in the ear of Jey Uso, saying, why is your brother talking for you? That is going to be a point to pay attention to moving forward. But this moves us into the ring where the Street Profits come on down and they cut a promo about how they are the best tag team on SmackDown. Obviously, the Usos are not a fan of that because they believe they're the best tag team in the world. So they came on down and they are saying, we are here to reassure everybody we are the best. And that is a great question for everybody here in the chat. What did you think? Are the Usos the best tag team in the world? Or is another tag team up there? You know, they just got back. Maybe this shouldn't be the conversation we're having. We need to see some more matches. But regardless, this led into the matchup between Jimmy and Jey Uso versus the Street Profits. And what a solid match it was. Montez Ford looked like an absolute star. Came running into the corner, diving over the corner turnbuckle, and taking out his opponent on the outside of the ring. What a beautiful flip over the top rope. I don't know how he didn't get hurt off of doing that, but Montez Ford flew through the air. He also flew through the air when he missed his 5-star Ford splash. Just moving out of the way in the last possible second was his opponent, and he came crashing down into the mat. That looked like that must have really hurt. In the end, though, it was the Usos who picked up the win as Jimmy Uso hit a gigantic super kick and pinned him for 1, 2, 3. Montez Ford being the man who got pinned. What a fun little match to start off the show. You can argue the Street Profits versus the Usos was a dream match. And so now the question is, again, what did you think about this match between the two of them? Was it as good as it was built up to be? Or do you think they could have done better? Let me know in the comments below. On to the women's tag team division. And, you know, Tamina, Natalya, they are what they are with the women's tag team titles. It's a cool moment for Tamina, and it's also a cool moment for Natalya to see them walking out as the women's tag team champions. They looked solid in this match against the Riot Squad, but that's pretty much the extent of it with this one. There's nothing to talk about. It's unfortunate that Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott are as dead in the water as they are. I hate using that terminology, but they really are not being built up in any way. Enhancement talent at this point for the women's tag team division. But regardless, Tamina looked really strong. A big headbutt off the top rope knocks Ruby Riott down, and a gigantic Superfly splash puts her opponent away for the 1, 2, 3. So Tamina looking really solid. Nothing more to say about this match. We cut backstage again, and Jimmy and Jey Uso are back there, and Jimmy Uso proceeds to demand a shot at the tag team titles. Whoever the winner of the tag team match later on tonight, they want a shot at those titles next week. So, Jimmy Uso speaking up for the Usos yet again. Jey Uso did not look happy. I wonder, are we getting a legitimate split? Or even, are we potentially gonna get Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso inside Hell in a Cell? Could it be the battle of the brothers in the cell? We'll find out. Up next, we got ourselves Carmella versus Bianca Belair, and this one fits the theme of the show. Decent matchup, good wrestling, the outcome that you expected to happen, and they just delivered. I really enjoyed Carmella in this matchup. I weirdly found her more of the star. I found like my eyes were more so going towards what Carmella was doing in that ring versus what Bianca Belair was doing. But regardless, in the end, Bianca Belair hits the KOD out of nowhere. Brutal looking finisher. I love how she just lifts her opponents up like they're nothing and slams them down. It's just a really solid looking finishing move. So Bianca Belair picks up the win and defeats Carmella. Oh yeah, also totally forgot Bayley was on commentary throughout this entire matchup. So the feud between Bianca Belair and Bayley is still there. Bayley is wonderful. Ding dong, hello, she's awesome. So then we got the weirdest segment on the show, Seth Rollins, his promo. Let's talk a bit about that because what? So it was Seth Rollins' birthday, so he had a birthday promo. All right, cool. Birthday daddy. All right, good job. So he comes on down to the ring and he proceeds to play a weird sound effect. Okay. Rambles on about basically nothing. It wasn't until he started talking about the attack that he delivered on Cesaro last week. He is basically saying that some of the blame is on Cesaro, but not all of the blame. The blame has to be directed somewhere else. And after the vicious attack last week from Seth Rollins, he knows that the blame falls on you, the fans, the WWE Universe. And this is what I want to talk about. Heels have to stop going after the fans and expecting that to be the way that they get heel heat. I'm sorry, this ain't 1980 whatever anymore. This is wrestling in 2021. You have to get the fans to actually hate you. You can't just say, well, you see, I don't like any of you anymore because you turned your back on me. Now I'm a Mr. Meanie. No, you can't do that anymore. That doesn't do anything. The fans aren't going to boo you because you say, oh, well, I turned my back because of those fans. It needs to be the end of this over-reliance from WWE on just constantly blaming the fans for everything, because let me tell you, as soon as somebody who doesn't actually watch WWE tunes in for 5 minutes, they're going to be sitting there on their couch with their bag of potato chips and they say, hey, how is this my fault? I just started watching. This ain't my fault. It's your fault, you dumb bum. Then we got the quickest match of the night, Kevin Owens versus Apollo Crews. This one was really just there to set up next week. And I don't have a problem with this because right from the get-go, you can tell that these guys were trying to fit everything that they possibly could within a couple of minutes. Not even a couple of minutes, a minute. Kevin Owens went to work against Apollo Crews. Beat his bum to the ground, okay? Beat it down. And before you knew it, his Commander Aziz by his side hit the Nigerian nail on Kevin Owens right after Kevin Owens hit the stunner on Apollo Crews. And that was enough for the DQ finish. Kevin Owens was gasping for air. He could not breathe. And that sets up the match next week. We find out later on in the evening that Kevin Owens will, in fact, get a one-on-one match. No Commander Aziz by Apollo Crews' side next week for the Intercontinental title. So that's going to be good. Another segment with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. This time Roman Reigns saying, hey man, think about what happened since Jimmy Uso returned. You went from being main event Jey to being which one are you? The entire storyline coming back full circle, Roman Reigns pulling at the heartstrings of Jey Uso. And again, I wonder if we're going to get ourselves maybe that match between Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso at Hell in a Cell. It might happen. Oh yeah, now it's time, everybody. Time for Rick Boogs. Oh, holy crap, I love this man. I love everything about Rick Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura. This entire partnership is working out beautifully. Boogs is a ball of charisma, and it's exactly what Shinsuke Nakamura was missing from his character. I was live while SmackDown was going on, and I told my live viewers that Nakamura, the reason we were so excited for him in the past was because in NXT you had that excitement around this theme song. When that guitar riff hit, everybody was on their feet to sing his theme song. The energy was there. And then when Nakamura broke out his strong strikes, people reacted strongly. But now he has been kind of neutered on the main roster, not really going in any directions until now with Rick Boogs. And Rick Boogs adds that element of excitement back to his entrance. He shreds on that guitar, man, and I love this partnership. But anyways, Nakamura got jumped from behind by Otis and Gable to start off this match. And then it was a match between Shinsuke Nakamura and Chad Gable. This one was exactly as you would expect. Gable got out to the opening lead. Nakamura got back in the matchup, but during the middle of the match, King Corbin came on down to the ring, took the crown from ringside, and went to go put it back on his head. He didn't quite get it back on his head, but Nakamura still wins, picks up the 1, 2, 3, and then turns his attention back to King Corbin. Corbin staring him down, saying, "This is my crown." but then Boogs attacks him from behind. Nakamura gets the crown back, and the King of Strong Style and Rick Boogs stand tall with their crown on his head. We then come back from commercial break, and oh dear Lord, Rey Mysterio's hurt? Oh no, that's not good. That means baby Dom Dom is gonna have to go in the ring. Alright, good luck, Ray Jr., as Dolph Ziggler called him. But this match ended up still happening. Dominik Mysterio versus the Dirty Dogs with the tag team titles on the line. And to everybody's surprise, legitimately I mean everybody, Dominik Mysterio got the job done, only with a little bit of help from Rey Mysterio. Towards the end of the match, Dominik Mysterio was getting beat up badly, but he started to mount his comeback. Rey Mysterio's music hit. Dominik Mysterio rolls up Robert Roode for a quick 1-2-3 and retains his titles for him and his father. What a good end to SmackDown, but we were not done yet. As soon as Rey gets in the ring with Dominik Mysterio, the Usos music hits, and down they come to the ring, staring down Rey Mysterio and Dominik Mysterio. But Roman Reigns watches on from the back, and he is not impressed. That's the cliffhanger. That's where we leave it. And who knows what's going to happen next week on SmackDown, but I'm excited, I'm ready, and I can't wait for next Friday night, man. Gonna be good. But thank you very much for watching. I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure you subscribe to this channel and of course my channel, Conman167. You can come on over there and watch all the other content that we got. But yes, one more time, make sure you drop in a subscription to Wrestling Hub. Thank you very much everybody for watching. I've been Con, and that was Friday Night SmackDown.